Hello, everyone. Welcome to Vision Minds Media's own podcast, your podcast with depth, where we talk about the topics that move life, from everyday challenges to the big questions, while keeping everything connected to our Christian values and faith. I am your host, Vanessa. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm with these wonderful and amazing guests here today. Welcome.
Hello.
So, could you please share your names for the viewers? We would start with the person right next to me, please.
I'm Vanessa.
Okay, I'm Theophilus.
I'm Hilda.
Thank you very much. Let's get into today's topic then. We're going to handle gender roles and the expectations that men or women may have concerning the other gender. It will be a very interesting topic today, so I'm very excited, and I would say let's get straight into today's topic then. Concerning when you're in a relationship with someone, going on dates, for example. And my question is, do you think the man should pay for everything? Or do you think that the woman should also pay? Should they do 50-50 or 100-0? What would you say?
If you ask me, it's a sticky one. If you now ask me to have dinner and then let's go out and all of that, I would expect him to pay. Because obviously I got ready, did my hair, did everything. You invited me out.
Right.
So you should fully invite me then. Of course, pay as well. Anna.
I believe that in terms of dating, if you two have agreed to go out, then it should be shared basically. If the man has money, he can pay. If the lady also has money, she can also pay do the payment. It depends on the both of them if they've agreed on. But if the man is the one asking you out, and then I think he is supposed to take care of the bills because, as our sister said, I've taken my time, done my hair, bought maybe a new dress or something. I believe he has to pay, and besides, you are asking me out, so the payment should come from you. But if I want to support you, then it should be done based on agreement or notice, prior notice that I don't have enough money. I want to take you out. So if you could support me.
But wait, why are you taking me out with not enough money?
Because
I don't want to sound superficial, but I mean, if you can't afford it, why are you taking me out?
There are times that in our modern day society, there are times that the man is willing to date someone or take someone out, but depends on if the person is working or not working. And also, let's say for instance, I want to take you, Sister Hilda, out, but I don't have enough money. So if I should discuss with her or if I should talk it out with her, maybe she might want to help me out or something. It's done. It's agreeable. Yes.
Okay, to my point of view, I believe that it should be ethnical or cultural. Taking somebody out in societies like African society, if a man wants to take a woman out, he has to bear the cost. But when it comes to Europe, you realize that a man and a woman wants to share equal responsibility. So I believe that it should based on culture. Where are you picking the woman from, or the man? Where is the man coming from? Yeah.
But I think even in European culture, I think every woman likes to be taken care of. Every woman likes to be somehow pampered. Obviously, here in Europe, we have the certain thing that is called emancipation and all of that. And women talk about being, what's the word? Like being independent, right? But then when it comes to dating, when it comes to like actually having a man taking care of you, I think that's where it sometimes shifts, where we actually want to be more pampered or more, it's like being taken care of, right? So covering the bill, covering the meal that we just had is a form of being taken care of, in my opinion.
I also think that as a man, when you start taking care of his bills, and you are starting your responsibility right there and then, because supposing that date leads to marriage, it leads to something of a long term.
Mhm.
Yes, that's how I should term it. Of a long term, where would your responsibility start from? So I think taking a lady out and paying out bills for the lady shows how responsible that man is.
Yeah.
It shows the future aspect that even in
Yeah.
dating he's taking care of me.
It's like
And-
you're setting the tone
yeah,
for the rest of the
so
relationship.
even in dating he's taking care of me. What if it leads to marriage or something like that? He will
Mm.
even do more than that. So
Mhm.
I think
Yes.
today's generation should pick up certain aspects of these, like going on a date, paying for.
Yeah.
And I agree with my brother when he said that the ethical role. Yes, in our Western culture, we find out that everything is being shared equally. But then where we are coming from, our Ghanaian culture, we also find out that the man takes responsibility. That's why I already said that if the lady have, and you think you can contribute to what the man has, that's fine, that's agreeable. Maybe the two of you have agreed that we are going on a date and I don't have enough, so I would want to support. Yes, it's good. But then if the man solely wants to take care of the responsibility, I think he should be allowed.
Yeah.
And
I believe that, though I concur with you, but just as I said earlier on, it should be cultural and ethnical. You see, sometimes when you allow the man to take full responsibility in the process of dating, me, for instance, I would think that if I get married to you, you are going to leave every burden on me. You understand? A woman or a lady, you should not allow yourself to be that over pampered. I will call it over pampering. During dating.
You are asking me out, and then I am. No, the thing is, I'm not expecting you to pay all the time, but we are talking about first
The
date.
first one.
The first date, the very first date, you are telling me, Hilda, I like you, I want to take you out, I want to spend time with you. Then you are expecting me to get dressed, you pick me up. Even that, you have to pick me up, and I said, or like you have to have a form of taking me transportation,
Okay.
or like it's like that initial first pampering. We are not talking about every single date. I know that. I feel like that is
Negotiable.
Negotiable. Big
Yeah.
English. That's like we can talk about that. But then the very first date, I don't feel like we should negotiate whether I should pay or not. This is the very first date.
Yes, what you are saying is right, but in contemporary times, don't you think that you are overriding yourself? You see, if you allow
I beg to differ.
trying to be opportunist,
Literally.
in the first impression counts. First impression, you want me to take. You said I am asking you out.
Right.
Don't you also like it when I'm taking you out?
Yes, but then again, I beg to differ with what he's saying. Then again, you are taking, as my sister rightly said, you are asking me out for the first time.
Right.
And first time, the action, everything of yours should count. You are saying I should come so that we go out, or a first date. You are supposed to provide everything. I was minding my business when you said we should
You
go
said
out.
we
So
should
you
go
should
out.
provide everything.
Exactly.
You should
Date, restaurant, time,
everything. And besides, it's the first time we are getting to know each other. So at the first moment, if I get to know that you are selfish or you are stingy,
Greedy.
you don't
No.
you don't want
You
to.
see, the point
I'd
is-
already make my mind up that this kind of guy that I'm going in for
You
It
see,
makes a
in
first
future.
impression.
The impression you create the first time tells who you are going to be in future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you know,
understand?
you see, this dating aspect we are talking about, we are saying something that must lead into marriage. You understand? Men, we also feel pampered when women want to spend on us.
Right.
Oh.
No.
Right.
Listen.
You don't feel pampered when you have invited someone.
Yes, you see, I have invited you. I have invited you out. I've invited you out. You want to look at my bulldog tenacity. Let me use this word. You want to see how manistic I am.
Yes.
Yeah, my bulldog tenacity. You want to see how manistic I am. I also want to see how vibrant you, how virtuous you, woman.
I think
is.
then the
you
dating
see,
should be cancelled.
Yes,
Cancellation.
yes,
Because
okay. If the dating
you
should be
can't
cancelled, if the dating should be cancelled, then marriage too is cancelled.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
look at something.
We
We should not all be desperate. You understand? I have invited you. I have invited you out.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
I'm going to look at certain qualities of you, the woman. You see, perhaps you might not be the first woman I've met. You
But
understand?
that's on you.
Yes,
If you take
you
everyone out.
must make an effort to contribute. If I reject it, then it's fine. You understand? But you are expecting that
Okay.
I take all the burden. I will see you as an opportunist.
Okay,
You
wait.
understand?
The thing
Then you
is-
shouldn't. Then you shouldn't invite me in the first place.
No,
Yeah.
my invitation, I am inviting you, it's an opportunity for you. You understand?
Really?
For instance,
You getting to know me for the first time. is an
yes,
opportunity for me.
you understand? It's an opportunity for you.
No. You getting to know me for the first time. is not
I getting to know you. It's an opportunity to know someone. You understand? I'm getting to know you.
This one,
It's an opportunity.
With this, I beg to differ because
Exactly.
getting to know someone for the first time, you are supposed to pay all the bills. For instance, we've been invited here by someone, and the person is sponsoring us because he has invited
You are
us.
the host.
We understand.
Yeah, I
You
am
are
the
the host
host.
of the
But
night.
but this time, you see, one of the reasons why
It's different when we as she already said, our sister Hilda said that it's different when we've already got to know each other and then
That's different.
we are going
We're
on
talking
more
about
dates nights.
First date,
That
the
is-
very
the
first
first
one.
date.
the first day, you see, my problem is that as a lady, you should not expect everything from a man. You should be
But how
responsible.
is that everything?
When you are coming from your home,
How
from
is
your
that?
house, you should be responsible.
Then
But
you see,
But
you
we're
see,
talking about
if-
the first
you see,
date.
my question
It's
is,
just the
if
first
paying
date.
for the
That's-
first
that's
date
the
is
first
everything,
date.
that's a
But
problem.
that's the
Yeah,
first
there's a
date.
problem.
You see,
That's
and
a
every man in his rightful senses will always try to take responsibility on the first date.
Okay.
But you, the woman, you must also make an effort.
Like,
Just
on the
make
first day,
on the
so
first
I
date.
should- I
Just-
ask you to take me out.
no.
Example, she
On
should
the
ask.
first
She should ask.
on the first day, just make an attempt that you are trying to.
okay,
do.
I can agree on that.
Perhaps.
I can agree on that.
Look at
I can
something.
agree on that.
Just look at something. Perhaps the man might not have anything in pocket. You understand?
Then why do you
Then-
ask me out?
No. You see, that is the problem.
Why do you ask me out?
No,
You don't
that-
have anything in your
No,
pocket.
that is the
You know I
problem.
just
That is the
ask
problem
you.
about today's
I don't
women.
get it.
That is
But
the
then-
reason
but
why
then-
marriage we are not getting married.
But I think then he should talk to the woman and let her know
see,
so that she can make a decision if she wants it. But
That's-
not
that's
when
what-
we're
No,
there.
that's
Then
what
we
I was
tell them, I
saying.
don't
how
have
many
money.
how many men can come out boldly and say that I do not have money?
Yeah,
woman,
but you should.
try to
Then
help
you
me.
shouldn't.
This is
Then
the
you
first
shouldn't go
time-
asking people
No,
for
this
dates.
is the first time. This is the first time I'm asking you out. You understand?
This is so funny.
Perhaps I am not handsome. You understand? Perhaps I'm not handsome. The term handsome means that perhaps I do not have anything in pocket. You understand? Then I'm inviting you. I'm interested in you.
Then
You
let's
know,
talk
and I'm
about it
inviting
prior
you
to-
out.
And no.
You understand?
And so you are not
Conversation
handsome. You don't have
prior to-
anything in your
Exactly
pocket, and you are
before.
inviting me. How are you inviting me? Who's going to pay the
So,
bills?
that is
kind
the
of
moment
Okay, perhaps me too.
that-
I don't have money.
that you don't have
We
money.
both don't have money.
Then let us show you. Fried
It's
maize.
fine. You cannot say that, oh, I'm inviting you to a party, but yeah, just like bring your own food, bring your own everything. Like, what kind of party is that?
You see. The
And so
the
you
whole-
see,
the whole
at the
show
end
is
of the
that-
day, you have no point in what you are saying because if it's a first date,
It's the very first.
it's a
date.
first
No,
date.
it's the very
It's
first
the first day you
It's
are
the
saying
very-
you don't have money,
First
you are
and
not
last
handsome.
date.
Why do you
Yes,
approach
yes.
me?
I'm
I'm
not
already in the
coming.
first place.
So if I may hear you right, you are trying to say that for
She's
a man to invite a woman, means that the woman is so much important in a way that the man cannot.
No, that's not what we are trying to say.
No.
What we are trying to say is that on the first date, the man, whoever is in question, who is inviting the other person, on the other hand, should make availability for the bills, should pay the bills.
Right. So at the end of the day, like I said, you can't invite someone to a party, for example, birthday party, and I will tell you, bring your own food, bring your own drink, bring your own cups, bring your own cutlery. Like, that's not how it works. So at the end of the day, you inviting me somewhere is like, it's given that you will have, you make some form of
You've prepared.
provision. Like,
We are talking about the subject dating to marry.
right.
You understand? It's going to benefit all of us.
Of course it
The marriage
is.
is going to benefit all of us.
But then
You
we are
understand?
talking about marriage. We are just at the beginning, very, very
We are just
beginning.
at the beginning.
So
You see, one thing is that you, the woman, you must not really consider how handsome the man is. You understand? That is the point. The point right now is that you are looking at the man is also looking at you, the woman.
So what are we talking about? The pocket.
No, the pocket is that you, the woman, women are always trying
And
to.
I'm so sorry to cut you down, but you are saying that we shouldn't look at the appearance of the person when it comes to handsomeness.
No. The handsome I'm trying to mean
He's
is
talking
that
about the
The
pocket.
the pocket. Trying,
But
yes,
then
the
how is
pocket.
he going to provide for a family
No,
if
no,
we are
no,
not
no,
going
no.
to look at
Okay.
if he's able
okay.
to actually take care
It
of
doesn't
a
take
family?
billions to get married.
So he can pay for the first food.
The first food, I'm not also saying that the man should ignore paying the first food,
Okay.
but I am trying to mean that woman, you must make an attempt, an effort to do something.
But
You
that's
know,
the
men,
when you
we
say
can
that,
do it, but it's
when you
You
say
see,
that,
a man-
that
just
that's
acting.
no, because
no, when I
we are
get
talking
back to the
about
house,
first dates here.
no, when I get back
And
to
so
the,
if it's a first date,
No,
you are responsible for the bills.
when I get back home, in fact, this is the first thing that will come in mind.
Did
This
you make
woman,
an
no,
effort?
this woman I'm trying to meet. Charlie, this woman is good.
And
He was
I
even
disagree.
trying
I
to-
totally
no,
disagree
he
with
was
you
even
because
trying to do,
if it's a
that is what
you are the key word is here is
that is what
you
brings
are
the
inviting
interest.
me. You are inviting me for a dinner. Let's assume I don't have anything on me, and you are like, oh, I'm inviting you for a dinner. Can you go out with me at this time? Let's meet here at this restaurant. And then I turn up there, and you are telling me I should pay bills.
No, I'm not asking you to
Or
pay bills.
you are imagining
You are
or
expecting it.
expecting that I contribute. Meanwhile, I don't have money.
But no, I
You see,
kind of
a
get
man,
it. I
a
kind
man,
of
a
get
man,
it.
a rightful
The
man.
thing is-
No, a man in his rightful senses will try as much as possible to prepare before taking a man
Right.
out.
That
But
that we
there
have
is an impression.
stated.
There is an impression that I want to create into the minds of women or ladies out there, and this impression is that you must not go out empty pockets.
That
100%.
Yes.
yes,
Obviously,
that
that's
one is
obvious.
Yes.
that one is
You
very
must not
true.
go
That one
out
is
empty
That's
pockets
obvious.
because
Never know,
anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's
Anything can
obvious.
happen.
that
You
one
must
is
not
very
go-
true.
You know,
That
this
one
is
is
the
obvious.
this is the
that one
attitude
is,
of
but
some.
don't expect that I
Exactly.
contribute.
No.
The expectation part.
No.
That one now
Expectation
is-
part.
My whole point is that woman or lady don't go out on a date empty-handed.
Yeah,
That one
but
is-
now
Try
that
to
one
keep
is-
something
that one
because
is- that one
anything
is
can
very
happen.
But
That
that's
one is
obvious,
Anything-
and you've shifted now.
That-
Because that was not what you were saying
No,
before.
that was
That was
also,
not what you were
that
saying
was my
before.
point. I wanted to build a point,
Alright.
but you were
Okay.
not understanding me.
And so,
Like, we
You
all
should not
agree.
go out
Yeah.
empty-handed.
Yeah, sure.
Try
Yeah,
to
that-
keep something
but that's
because
obvious.
anything can
That's-
happen.
that's
Anything
obvious.
You
can
understand?
happen.
Yeah.
First impression counts.
Yeah.
You know, over the times we've seen ladies when a man invite a lady out in a local society in a Ghanaian. I'm coming from Ghana. You realize that Obama Beka said, "Me kwa konomo." You understand?
with that mentality.
With that mentality, me kwa konomo. You understand? And then at the end of the day, after the date, the man has different perception. this lady
That's
is.
that's why you don't go in for just anything.
I was gonna
Scared.
say
That's
that's
why
the
you
choice
don't
of
go for
woman.
So if I don't
That's
go
the
in,
choice of
no,
Sometimes
if I
that
don't go
looks and
in for you,
perception
then
can
how?
deceive you.
How?
That's the
Yes,
choice of
if I don't
woman.
go out with you, then how can I know you well?
But you just don't
But
instantly
you
go
can't
out with someone.
anybody in skirts or anything you see on the road.
You will see a
Yes.
beautiful lady, and then you want to take the lady out, but inside her is. I
So
say-
you think just because she'll be like, oh, let me try and pay, she's gonna be a good woman.
One.
Like that's acting.
No,
Yes,
trying to
that's
act. You
But
just
it's acting.
yeah, just try
The
to
person might
act.
be deceived.
Just
when
no,
you-
no, no,
create some
After
perception.
you are then married the
It's
person,
deception,
that's
not
what.
perception.
That's when you know the real character.
The
of the person.
the first meeting doesn't assume into marriage. You understand? First, when I met you, this was your attitude. You keep on, in fact, watching, and then as we walk in life, you will come to conclusion that if I should get married to you or not.
But coming back to the question that I asked, so you personally think the man should not do or pay for everything? It should not be 100-0.
I believe that the man should prepare
You should prepare. But,
with everything whilst taking a woman out.
okay.
Yes, on a first date. That is on a first
So
date.
you should pay.
A man should pay.
All right.
You understand?
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
We all have the same opinion.
Period.
Okay, so let me then ask the next question that I have. I think this is very dominant in Ghana, but probably also here. But I would like to know your opinion on it. When it comes to the men, do you think the men should financially support the women when it comes to maybe their rent or accommodation? Like, they want to do beauty treatments, like their hair, or for example, we're talking about the dates, what they will wear, like. Do you think the men should?
In terms of marriage or in terms of relationship?
No, relationship wise.
Relationship.
Yes.
Okay, in terms of relationship rights, I don't really support with that.
Oh wait, we are already in a relationship. We are already like courting, dating. Like, okay.
If we are already courting or we are already dating, it still doesn't give the man the maximum permission to be doing that, because those aspects are basically for married couples.
Okay.
You understand? But it's fair if the person feels like, Hilda is living in her rent and she can't afford, and I have to support. I have to give her some sort of support willingly without her asking me. Or the man has seen that, Hilda is suffering with payment of school fees or bills or something, and I willingly want to support without the lady asking.
Okay.
Then it's a yes, but not a necessity as in the
That's
man
a
is not
task.
married to you, but you expect him to give you money for your hair, your looks, your dresses, your bills and other stuff, because it's not marriage. If it is marriage, fine, but these are individual people that are looking forward to marriage. And so if you are looking forward to marriage, you are studying each other, you are getting to know each other, you are getting to know the do's and the don'ts, and what she likes, what he likes, and the other stuff. So it doesn't compel the man that or the woman that necessarily I have to wash his things, I have to cook for him. No, he's not my
It's
husband.
vice versa.
Yeah,
It's vice versa.
But if let's say I find out that our brother here, brother Theo here, hasn't got food to eat, and I think in my own conscience that I can do something small for him to eat, that doesn't compel me to do it every day. I'm not his wife. I'm not married to him. But once in a while, when I feel I can do it, I'm not obliged to do it by force every day. Once in a while, when I feel I want to do it, I can do it. And that doesn't give him the license to tell me to come and sweep his house, clean his bed, wash his clothes, and all those things. Those things doesn't lead to marriage. You end up getting disappointed if the person doesn't marry you. And so these are things people should watch out for, that when you are courting or you are dating someone, it is not a necessity. It is the person is not obliged to necessarily pay your rent, give you money for your hair. If the person feels, oh, the way you are looking, it's nice, the dress that you wear, it fits you, and I want you to wear more for me, then the person can say, take this, and then the next time you go for your shopping, you can add it to your money and then buy those sorts of clothes that when we go out, you wear them. You understand?
Yeah.
But if the person is married to you, then it's a
It's
responsibility.
It's
responsibility.
part of the man's
Yes.
bills.
Yes, that's the man. Because by then the man has paid your bride price. He has gone to see your family. Your family has, and now he becomes your father automatically, because father in the sense that
I disagree.
these things as in when you live with your parents, sort of stuff like this, your parents will be doing it for you. But now that your man has married you, he's become, let's say, a sort of a guardian for you, and so now he takes care of your day-to-day activities. But
what am I doing then? In that what is my responsibility if he's taking care of me? Like,
so you, as in the Bible says, that be submissive. You have to respect him, shower him with love, pamper him, wash his clothes, cook for him, and then give him good sex. Those are the things that keeps a man good.
That one
Why are you happy? Why are you happy?
Good sex.
That one I give you too small.
Even after
Why are you celebrating?
After you've had quarrels, he knows that, oh, because my wife gives me good sex, I still
That one
want
there,
to
the mind will
remain
come
married.
home.
Yes, I still want to remain married.
That sounds as if we are objects. Like we are human beings. And it's not as if like just because he's in a bad mood, I've done something, I'm supposed to please him for him to like me again.
That's the only way you can lure a man.
That's the duty of a woman.
That's the only way you can lure a man.
No. You see, when it comes to our Christian, in Christianity, in 1 Corinthians 11, he's telling us to be submissive. A woman should be submissive, and when you come to submissive, the word submissive means you must please your man. You understand? When he says submissive,
what about the other way around?
it is translated to submit to your man in any way, anyhow. Submit to your man. And one of the main things a woman can do to submit to a man, one of my favorite scripture, not my favorite scripture, but in Proverbs, he says that now the way of a serpent, that is a snake, is in the hole. Now the way of a lion is in the cave. But the way of a man is between the two thighs of a woman.
Of course, it's your favorite
of course.
Of course, it's your favorite scripture.
You understand? So one of the things that you can do to catch your man in your trouble, is to do it.
Yes,
that's
that's why I was saying that no matter how a man offends you, no matter how a man offends you or a lady offends you, the only way to settle amongst you people settling out your disputes or your differences, the only way is through sex. It settles everything.
But I have a different opinion on
everything.
that, definitely. That is not my opinion.
But back to what we were talking about, the host question, that must a man take full responsibility of a woman during dating? I believe that one of my teachers, my psychology teacher, will say that this is unfathomable or teachable. You see, you just don't have to go there. You understand? It should be situational. It should be situational. Perhaps just as our sister said, the woman or the man is incapable, is handicapped. Then you can support, but it should not be all the time. You understand? It should not be all the time. You can support, but it shouldn't be compulsion. It shouldn't be something that you carry as a responsibility. What if the dating ends? If it doesn't go on? We see this thing in social media, it goes on in our society, that a man says that I have spent so much on the woman and the woman has cheated on me, and so draws gun, knife, and then they kill, they murder, they cause murder. You understand? And then you see, one of the reasons why you get so much hurt is that during dating and courtship, you try to satisfy needs, marital needs in the dating, and that one will hurt you.
Because we find out that most of our ladies even go over to sleep over
together. Yeah, sleep over.
Doing wifely duties, cooking sometimes, and
washing clothes.
It has happened over and over. Some people even go to the extent of shopping for the man. Even they have to go and buy all sorts of things for the lady. You end up owing, and they are judging you besides. But you just want to please your partner, so you do all kinds of things for the partner, and that is somebody will say that is abominable, because it's a waste of time. The person is not married to you, and so you do anything within your means just to make the person feel comfortable. No, it's a no for me. Do what you feel you can do, and it's in dating or in a relationship, in getting to know each other. It doesn't compel any one of us to take the person solely highly than the other person, because it's anything at that very moment can happen.
Exactly.
It could be that you may lose the other person through death, through accident. Maybe some occurrences can happen. The person might be sick. The person may have an accident, and due to that may lose his one leg. Would you still be interested in that person? The person may die. Recently, last week, a friend of mine lost his boyfriend. They are preparing for marriage, and I've been calling her several. She's not picking, so I called the last, and then the sister picked, and the sister was telling me that my friend has lost the boyfriend, and I'm like, wow, this is so sad, because I learned they've started buying their stuffs for preparation for marriage. And so you see, when we get committed to all these things, anything can happen at the moment. So we shouldn't, whilst we are in the relationship, we shouldn't look out for big things. Otherwise we get disappointed at the end of the day. And this is what my brother was saying. It leads to killing, taking. Some people can even hang themselves and
exactly.
Some people go to the extent of killing themselves, taking in drugs and the other stuff. So I think there's more to that. I'll leave the others for my fellow.
I think the last thing to conclude, because to be honest, I don't agree on everything you guys said, but that's another story for another day, I guess. Okay. But to answer the question, I think he doesn't have to, like Stavanessa already said, take care of my responsibilities, like my bills and all of that. But if he goes out to like buy me something, or like he's like, oh, I want to help you with certain responsibilities you have, that's a nice gesture, right? And that shows care, but it's not like mandatory, or it's not like something he has to do. And then vice versa as well. If the woman wants to do something for the man, small things, of course, not overly huge things, I feel like it's just a nice gesture. It shows care, and maybe it gives you an insight of what the person is capable to do, like in marriage.
Yeah.
Yes, the last one we were talking about concerning the responsibility. I believe that it should be situational. You know, you falling in love with a poor person, somebody from a poor background who cannot even feed, provide even 1 square meal a day. I think if you really love a person, it should not be on the basis of the love, but on the basis of showing generosity. Take responsibility. Then let the person out.
When you say that, then it's just like having sympathy for them.
Yes, having generosity.
And in sympathy relationship, it ends up very poor.
No, I'm not saying that.
There's no love. There's no love in sympathy.
No. In my consider the choice of words. I said it should not be on the basis of the love you love a person, but on the basis of generosity. the person cannot provide even just a square meal a day, just generously you can do something. You understand? Yeah, I believe so.
So guys, this was a very interesting conversation, and as you can see, we got a little heated up. I want you to know that this is not the end, but we will continue this very soon. We have other episodes that will come, so stay tuned for that. And we thank you very much for watching. If you have anything to say, you can kindly let us know in the comment section down below. You can kindly follow us on Instagram as well and on TikTok, so you will not miss out on anything that we will post. Thank you very much, and we see you in the next episode. Stay tuned, and bye.
Bye.
Bye.